Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 11, believe it or not, of the Banter, brought to you by the Bytown Boys Supporters Club. My name is Anton, I am your host. You know me alongside my two cohorts here, Mustafa and Stefan Brice-Elmeric.
I think they're regulars now.
Exactly. So the three of us are bringing you this 11th episode of the Banter. Today we've got, well, we're basically going to try and, I wouldn't say fast track, but fast track through EPL results, FA Cup, World Cup stance as it is, MLS as well getting underway, and then we're also going to get into some Bytown Boys promotion because today we feel a little bit selfish for ourselves, so we're going to talk about
more
ourselves.
So than usual.
Exactly. So right off the bat, EPL. Aston Villa actually getting a win, thankfully against Reading, who's also in the relegation zone, or was in the relegation zone with us. Now we're out by 3 points because there was a four-way tie with 24, or three-way, sorry. Was it 3 or 4?
3 or 2.
Anyways,
we're tied
bunch of teams with
Wigan.
24. We're tied with Wigan now. Wigan was playing an FA Cup match, which I believe they won.
Yeah.
Yes. And let's see, Newcastle, Stoke, 2-1 Newcastle.
Damn.
Spurs lost to Liverpool. That left a sour taste in my mouth. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yes, Chelsea fans are happy now.
Yeah.
And Southampton drew with Norwich 0-0. QPR coming out on top, 3-1 over Sunderland.
Yeah.
And West Brom 2-1 over Swansea. Have at it, boys.
Well, for Villa fans, we wanted Southampton to start losing some points. Same thing with Sunderland and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Just so we can slowly get closer. The problem is, so at the end of the season, if we were to tie on points, we'd still get relegated because, well, our goal against is Siberia.
Minus,
minus 25.
Yeah.
No, it's minus
is that
24.
better or worse than TFC's last year?
Oh, just put TFC in the Premier League. Villa won't have a problem. We'll survive.
Can you imagine? What we're going to call it, the Cross-Pond Derby? Like,
Yeah, why not? Let's see what else.
West Brom, did you have any more?
Well, West Brom, I'm happy there. It's going to be nice to see, because right now Everton and West Brom are 6th and 7th, I believe.
Yeah.
They're up there. They're vying for that.
West Brom, not surprising. They're so far up.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with Everton. But
Yeah.
like West Brom at the start, you thought it was going to be kind of like Vancouver last year. The early start, they're going to do fine. And then you expect them to start slipping, but they haven't started slipping. They kept staying up, so that's good. It's good on them to stay up. It's nice to see a Midlands team or a non-big team taking that spot.
It always is. It was Everton last year.
Yeah, same thing. Everton's trying to fight for it now. Now that Liverpool's not even in the running. They're in the running for it, I believe. I haven't looked at the table in a while. So.
Yeah.
I've got table here for you guys, don't worry.
Okay.
So, West Brom 2, Swansea 1. Guess who scored the winner in that game?
Oh, jeez. Swansea?
Swansea, West Brom.
West Brom, here, let me pull it up.
It was none other than Mr. Jonathan de Guzman.
Useless.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, well, it was an own goal. 2-1, and he had that nice constipated look on his face when he scored.
Good.
So,
Go ahead, score as many own goals as you want, Jonathan. Give Holland a reason why you should not play for them.
yeah.
Also, a couple other mentionables: West Ham, Man United, Arsenal, Everton, and Man City and Wigan postponed matches. I'm assuming because they were a bunch of these teams were in FA Cup matches.
Exactly.
So they will be made up in future time.
Arsenal lost to Tottenham last week.
That was actually not a bad game to watch. I was watching with Graham and some other Spurs supporters.
Yeah.
And it was, personally, as a Villa fan, it's nice to see Arsenal taking down a notch.
FA Cup on Saturday, Wigan taking it 3-0 over Everton, and Man City 5-0 over Barnsley. I was totally going for Barnsley on this one.
Yeah, who was
But I wasn't going to bet on Barnsley to win that.
I know.
What were the odds?
Imagine if you did, though, and they came out on top, dude.
Yeah, I don't think Man City would let that one slide. They lost to Villa in the Capital One. They got knocked out of Europe. They have a chance of winning the Premier League, but they got to be perfectly on form and hope Man U's top 5 players catch the cold. it's all but set in stone. There can be a bounce back, but more or less, I don't see anyone else catching up to United.
And speaking of which, United drew Chelsea 2-2 and Millwall drew Blackburn 0-0, also in FA Cup matches today. Millwall, thank you. Thank you for continuing on. You're giving us hope for the not so strong teams from not so strong leagues.
Well, I was listening to the subs bench with Pompey Canuck.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently there are some loan deals set up already for the young Millwall players to come to Ottawa Fury for NASL.
Yeah, I can imagine that because they have a connection.
So part of me is going, I still want to sing Wherever We're Blowing Balls just to piss them off.
The table as it is, the bottom three now is QPR, Reading, and Wigan. QPR and Reading tied with 23 points. Wigan with 24. Aston Villa just over with 27. Wigan only has one game in hand. Aston Villa, Reading, and QPR have all played 29 matches. And then in the top, we have Man United, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool in the top six. Man United, who's in first, 71 points, to Liverpool's 45, who's in sixth. So huge gap in points.
Well, what's the gap between first and second?
71 and 59.
Yeah.
So guess who's taking this one this year?
Yeah, big match between Villa and QPR coming up.
Yeah, that's the one's going to be big. But it's at home, so...
Yep.
Whole 10 better be rocking that day.
Oh, they already...
Southampton's surprising, seeing them...
1 point ahead of Villa.
Yep.
And then 2 points ahead Sunderland. So now I guess we're trying to get back into the middle.
As soon as we can start stringing a couple wins together, we're gonna be able to beat the draw. But we have to string another 2 wins together.
And you're also mentioning about the rookies for next year.
Yeah, right now they're bonding. Like, they're going through hell. They're dealing with crap. They're trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one or the other. It's either gonna be a perfect forging, or it's gonna end horribly. It's gonna be one or the other. They're being put into the fire. Let's see what comes out. So they're being hammered at. They're going through hell. They come out. They're gonna be a nice blade. But he's gotten them going well together. The average age on the team is what, 24, 25? Right. So this is a bunch of young group of kids. Our main problem, though, is going to be holding on to Benteke and Ryan. That's going to be our major issue, is holding on to those 2 players.
Well, we all know how not so smart upper management is. At least when it comes to Villa.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it is with the other clubs, especially when most of them are owned by Americans.
It's Randy Lerner wants to make his money back and leave.
Yeah.
He's realizing there's no money to be made in sports. There isn't.
No, there isn't.
You just use sports as a tax.
Yeah. And the best owners are the ones that treat their clubs like their kids.
Yeah, like with Man U, when Ferguson took over, he more or less said, give me time.
Yeah.
Give me 5 years. I'll show you what I can do in 5 years.
Oh, not a 5-year plan.
Yeah, but he shows up. He does what he wants in less than 5 years.
Yeah.
And they listen to him, and he keeps delivering.
Yep.
Like, I got an argument with a Chelsea fan about this regarding Andres.
Oh, geez, Chelsea fans arguing. Wow.
Yeah, but
surprise,
AVB,
surprise.
Like, look what he's doing with Spurs. Spurs is not as talented as Chelsea. Doesn't have the money. Yet, here's Spurs going against Chelsea. No problem.
Yep.
Team Gareth Bale, bro.
Yeah. He's going to be sold. We know this. Somebody's going to buy him. But who?
Some Spanish club.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe PSG.
Go join Beckham and sorry, who is it? Ibrahimovic?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's a trio. That'd be a really strange trio.
We should try that on FIFA, see how it works out.
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
Gareth Bale's English, isn't he?
Welsh.
Welsh?
Yeah.
So a Welshman, an Englishman, and a Swede walk into a bar in Paris. Also in soccer news, now we all know World Cup that's coming up in next year, right?
Yeah.
2014. Sorry, no,
we're talking about the Qatar World Cup.
Qatar World Cup, which will be in 2018?
2022. 2018 is in Russia.
Russia, right. Sorry. So, 2022 in Qatar, basically now they've already speculated that they're going to change the schedule from going in summertime to wintertime. Reasons being?
Well, let's face it, they think they can make some money off of it, as normal. But here's your main problem. Most leagues around the world are already set up to FIFA's calendar. So they have
Which is, guess what? During the fucking winter.
Yeah. So if you want to switch it, fine, switch all your leagues, but FIFA won't do that. What brought this up again was a report was issued saying FIFA will make their decision based on a health report regarding playing in the summer in Qatar.
Yeah.
Well, no offense, fucking Sepp Blatter. You picked the desert. What do you expect it's gonna be? Plus 15 with a hint of thunderstorms?
Just give them water.
Yeah, and then this idea, we're gonna have air-conditioned open stadiums.
Yeah, and you wish.
All this screams is too much money to spend. And that's all it screams of. It's a country where their lower class is our middle or our middle upper class.
Yeah, but they more or less bought the World Cup,
Yeah,
so you know how much money their upper class has.
They still have yet to build their international airport. They still have to build all these facilities.
So the fans will be coming on ferries.
Yeah, but it's things like this. It's just they're not set up. There's no infrastructure. Okay, yes, it's another 8 years away, but it's coming closer, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Oh, and they'll be shocked when it comes.
Yeah, they're going.
Just like South Africa.
Well, South Africa.
To me, South Africa, when they were under pressure as well.
Yeah.
If we go back, 2010 was right around the corner, before the new year.
Yeah.
And they were barely underway with construction of the new stadiums. There was a whole kerfuffle about them, reusing old stadiums from the Rugby World Cup.
And they did.
And you know what? In the end, they came through. But you have to give it to them because they came through. Although we still have to remember, most of us who are footy fans we were frustrated too.
Yeah. Stupid.
Given the fact that it's Africa, it's not the most well-developed continent on the planet. So,
well, I enjoyed their World Cup.
So you know what? For them to do what they did, congratulations, Qatar, dude. On like you said, look at the location.
How many people are going to be able to afford to go to Qatar for a World Cup?
Yeah, it's not the biggest
Even
country.
if you are from Europe.
Yeah, the money. Okay, now let's.
What was again? I know I've said this before in previous episodes. What was the last time you were drinking with your buddies and you said, you know what? Fuck this winter. I want to go take a vacation. Where should I go? You know what? Let's go to Qatar.
Dubai. What's the other one? Doha or something like that?
The Emirates?
No, that's Dubai.
Dubai, UAE,
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar. Those are the three major powerhouses now.
Yeah.
That's where the rich go to play.
Yeah. Well, Saudi Arabia got their league in FIFA, so they have money.
Yeah.
And then Qatar got a World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's sort of like how Russell Peters put it, North American rich is $10 million, but to them that's cute. And then the Saudi Arabians are like, geez, which pants did I leave $10 million in?
Yeah, you got an island the shape of a palm tree. Well, it's a stupid idea. You don't see it unless you're on plane.
Yeah.
And it's true.
And they don't have the letter P in their language, so to them it's bomb tree.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things of too much money to spend. You're not thinking of the game. Yes, you know what? The idea to bring it to the Middle East is a strong thing. Now, here's your major problem. The Middle East isn't stable.
No.
Even these so-called stable countries.
And politically, there's still a lot of BS going on around, with whether it's civil war or even international.
Yeah. Beer sponsors, Budweiser is still threatening. They won't do it till the last minute.
No.
Maybe that's why they're at BMO Field right now.
Yeah. Carlsberg has already told them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Same thing with Heineken.
And that's what's going to pressure FIFA.
Oh, the big boys. They're flexing their beer muscle now.
Yeah, their beer muscle.
Fine. The booze companies are really the only ones to have anything to lose. in Qatar.
Well, there's that. I mean, and FIFA too, because how much revenue do they get from their business as well? You know, because we're investing our money to sponsor your tournament, but we're also getting our name out so people can buy our product. They know that we're the official product of this tournament because we know it's the worldwide game.
Yeah, so they're kind of they're shooting themselves in the foot, and it's just more or less about time. Sit flat or step down. Leave.
Wait, FIFA or Qatar?
FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Qatar's enjoying this.
Oh yeah, they're getting so much advertising. Like,
well, when was the last time you talked about Qatar before?
That's true. When was the last time we talked about Qatar before this World Cup? I was just insulted by it, and I actually hope that it just people say, you know, I hope that World Cup fails.
Yeah. Or imagine this, a worldwide boycott. Yeah. No one watches it on TV.
Well, it's going to be in the middle of the fucking night.
I'm just saying. And no one, listens to the radio. No one streams it. No one even goes to the matches. Nothing.
That would, I'm sure that would be just like,
pull out.
Yeah. That would be just like those NHL lockout threats during the.
It'll be a 50% pullout.
Watch this. I mean, yes, that's a good point. You know, NHL lockout. Imagine if there was a FIFA World Cup Oh my goodness.
And it wouldn't be the players threatening to lock.
No, I mean, just the companies alone would, you know.
This is an area that they're not.
And it's also, and like, okay, going on the same line as the beer companies, Adidas, Nike, Umbro, all these, like, how many times you watch these international tournaments, and it's time for these soccer companies to shine. Why? The new boots out. And how many times have we seen these boot commercials? You know, but
the last one was with Messi.
And I still ignore them.
And then and Pepsi too. You know, because every which company who puts out a commercial, why? Because they're advertising the product, associating it with the best players, i.e. Messi and company.
Yep.
Turkish Airlines.
I love Pepsi's commercial last time with the goal celebrations. That one was amazing.
I mean, well, our famous one was the Portuguese dude there.
Oh,
the guy who retired. The old man before Crybaby took over.
I know what you're talking about too.
Olé.
Yeah, the Nike Brazil versus Portugal commercial.
Yeah.
Where they're waiting for the lineup and they just start having.
They have a little fun, you know?
Yeah, they have a little fun, and then to end it, the refs slide tackles one of the guys, and they're standing for the national anthem.
They're playing the game in the hallway, up and down the stairs, you know, in the elevators, and all of a sudden they finally get back out on the pitch, and then like you said, ref comes in, slide tackle, boom, shot the game.
And they're all standing for the national anthems. They're all dirty, bloody, shriveled up. Now the game is gonna play.
Now, speaking of which, Stefan, do you want to go on your rant now or after?
Well, okay, we'll go on my rant now.
Right now? Okay.
Then we'll talk about the Cascada Cup thing.
No, because I was also going to mention scores.
All right. Okay.
Scores now or rant now?
Oh, well, let's go with the normal stuff, then I'll go my rant.
Okay. First off, all right, so starting with Saturday's scores, at least with the Canadian clubs, all with wins. This is a rarity. Okay,
First time in MLS history, 9-point weekend for the Canadian
There you
clubs.
go. So mark
Don
this day.
Barber is shitting his pants right now.
Oh my God, they can win. Anyway, mind you, our new guy there,
Earnshaw.
Earnshaw scoring both goals for TFC. Big up for him. You know, him shining in his second match in the MLS for TFC. Thank you. One on a penalty as well. The other one was just a nice dart to the back.
He just took the ball away. It was sloppy work by Kansas City.
Anyway, TFC over Kansas City 2-1 in their home opener at Rogers Center.
Rogers Center.
Vancouver Whitecaps 2-1 over Columbus Crew, and Montreal Shitpack 2-1 over Portland Timbers at, was it at Olympic
It was in
Stadium?
Portland.
Yeah. Oh, it was in Portland?
In Portland.
Oh, okay, sorry. So, anyway, comments?
Again, it's the Kansas City were the team to win that game. Like, Kansas City was just working. But the good thing about it, you didn't see the old TFC with the backline problems. Like
and the giving up a goal in the 83rd minute.
Oh my
you did not see that. And
infamous.
like, I don't know if it's just Ryan Nelson coming in or Payne just kicking MLSC executives, you know what? Fuck off. Get out of the building.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the building.
Yeah.
I hope that's what he did.
Yep.
I really do.
Cross your fingers. Hope to
Because
die.
that just gives it, wow, it's now a club, not a piece of a corporation. We still know it's a piece of corporation, but if that's how they're
Huge.
if that's how they're gonna operate, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. That's what they should have done since day one.
Years ago.
But I didn't watch the Vancouver game. Good.
Did
for
you?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Montreal Impact, really impressive.
I saw the replays.
West Coast road trip away to start the season. 2 straight games in Portland and Seattle, 2 of the hardest places to play in MLS. Coming out with 2 wins, that's a huge statement.
Yeah.
from them.
Dynamite start for Montreal.
I don't care what anybody says. BMO Field has nothing on Quest or what's
Geldwin.
Geldwin Field. They have nothing on them.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Colorado Rapids and Philadelphia Union were supposed to have a scheduled match. Got rescheduled to today. I'll get to that later.
Don Garber figured out what snow was.
Yeah. Oh, it's white and it's flaky.
No,
sort of
Don
like
Garber, it's not your cocaine stash falling from the plane.
And it's not the stuff that you need to fix with your Head and Shoulders. Because you have none. Now, DC United 1-0 over Real Salt Lake. New England Revolution 1-0 over Chicago Fire. That was the only 2 other matches from Saturday. Now on to Sunday. That was today.
Yep. Chivas actually won a game.
Yeah.
Chivas USA 3-1 over FC Dallas. And then Philadelphia winning their game over Colorado 2-1. San Jose Earthquakes, New York Red Bull, they are scheduled for later this evening, so we have nothing to report on them.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's LA? When's LA?
LA, that's right, they didn't play this week.
Ask Garber.
Yeah.
That's true.
You'll know.
Hold on.
FC Dallas must be pissed. They got Hasley, but still lost to Shitfest.
Yeah.
True. March 16. Let's see if they are playing LA. No, not Saturday. Sunday.
We had Champions League games as well.
LA Galaxy is not playing until next Sunday against Chivas USA.
Oh God, it's the Californian El
The
Clasico.
California Derby.
No, they call it Californian El Clasico.
Oh, well, they play in the same stadium, don't they?
Yeah, which is still.
Heads up,
Yeah.
Toronto's in 6th.
Hey.
At the moment,
In a playoff spot.
we're
Let's end the season now. The season's over. We're in a playoff spot.
Let's
Hey,
see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-way tie between 8th and 2nd, all with 3 points, and Montreal's on top with 6.
Yeah, Montreal on top of the East, Vancouver, I think,
Vancouver
on top of the West.
in the West right now.
And Toronto
Also,
FC in a playoff spot. Just end the season right
Yeah,
now.
let's take it and run.
Vancouver on top with 6 points as well. Another, let's see, from 5th to 2nd, it's 4-way tie with 3 points. Portland with 1. Seattle, Colorado, and Earthquakes yet to have a point in their season debuts.
Seattle.
Now, on to Stefan's rant and redemption.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking to some of the group members last week and about my rants, and they're saying, "Oh, you're just against the MLS." Again, I have to tell you guys.
And established.
Yeah, honestly, I like what the MLS is. It's a higher playing level than NASL. I'm not going to deny that one bit. All I'm saying is a lot of the moves they pull, you just look at them and say, what are you thinking? Like this, we're trying to bring in more international players.
Yeah.
But you're complaining you don't have enough homegrown talent. Well, why are you bringing international players? No, we need to sell it. Well, you can't have one in the other. Pick and choose. Be a shit league and grow, or be a good league and don't care.
Yeah, now Garber's come out and said by 2022 they want to be one of the world's top leagues.
Yeah, and you know how they're going to do that. They're going to pull in the original NASL move, bring in all these retired players.
Yeah. While you're on that subject, though, Garber's come out this week and he talked about the Melbourne
Wait,
thing.
he came out this week?
Oh, boy. You can tell how... Yeah, there's our
how
thought.
professional we are.
Yeah, so about the Melbourne TFC thing, which we touched on, I think, in that New Year's Eve episode. road. Garber's come out and said the league nixed that. So it was a done deal. No, the Swedish central back to Toronto FC. Done. Garber said no because MLSC doesn't have the best history with these things. Now he saved them from their own stupidity. Because can you imagine what they'd be in right now? If
when two stupid entities come together.
Yeah, but no. So so Garber and that MLS nixed the deal there.
If something screws up like that and the press is getting wind of it, stand up and admit it. Like when people call me out on Facebook, I stand up and admit, fine, I might be wrong, I might be ignorant, but at least I admit it.
Yeah.
So it's things like that. It's just some of the stupid things they pull, you're going, really? When he was at the Vancouver game, the interview with him, and asking about the Cascada Cup, he got pissed off halfway through because what big news does he start off the new MLS season with? Trying to take the Cascada Cup naming rights away from the group. And he's, oh yeah, sorry, we didn't go about it properly, blah blah blah. You think? You're already in hot water. There's no more backpedaling. You cannot backpedal from this.
Right.
You're in deep trouble. This cup is designed by the players, not by the players, by the supporters.
Yep.
Yes, your league is stamped all over it now because both your teams. I understand, and he's actually calling. We understand where they're coming from. They are the caretakers. We just want to protect the name. Fine. Let them copyright the name.
Exactly.
So in other words, just go, get to the same result, but go about it differently.
Yeah, just say, okay, he sits down with the three heads of the supporter groups and say, okay, we want this name protected, copyright this. Now, we will hold at bay anybody else will try, but get it copyrighted right now.
Yeah, and that's what they should be doing.
Yeah, they're already working on it. They've already done it for Canada.
Yeah.
So wow, we're that smart too.
No, as soon as Garber started, they caught on that he's going for the States first.
Right.
So they jumped to Canada.
The Ottawa CFL team wants, one of their potential names is the Voyagers. So in that sense, the Voyagers need protection.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, let's face it, they're all going for the R. Yeah. They've already admitted they want the R.
Yeah.
So the Voyagers won't get it. Maybe there might be something called the Red Voyagers, and then it's stupidity.
No, that would just be
the Rogue Voyagers.
I'd rather anything than the Red Blacks for sure.
Well, anyways, again, I like the MLS. I like what it's supposed to do, but so far it's not doing it.
No.
They are exporting players, but
you can't argue that their quality is getting better, though.
It is.
If you look at, I started watching it in 2007 with TFC, and it was shit back then.
Oh yeah.
Now you can't say it's absolute shit. It's just, it's a level higher than that.
Yeah, it's not absolute shit. It's just shit.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, of course, I understand bringing other players to help grow, to help sell.
Yeah.
But if you're constantly looking in to bring these international players in, you're looking to not bring in your local players.
Well, okay, I understand the frustration with bringing in international players, like famous faces, so to say, to come in and become like the face of the league, sort of like Crosby in the NHL.
Yeah.
But, but I mean, who's to stop? I mean, there's a lot of players in EPL. Or even in throughout Europe, they come from different countries and different,
Well, EPL has a similar problem to MLS in that they don't really support the national team, do they?
They're now realizing we're not developing like all the others.
Yeah.
When you're not developing as quickly as your rival Germany or Argentina.
Germany's doing a great job with their league.
They're looking at everything now. They're now talking about increasing the English content.
Yeah, no shit.
And there's just me going, really?
And honestly, I know it's a different sport, but this is one thing I really respect about the CFL, is that you are supposed to have, and it's in their rule book, in the league's rule book, each team and or franchise must have X amount of players from Canada. It's a Canadian pigskin football league.
Yep.
You have to have X amount of Canadians or you don't take the field.
Same thing with the CHL. You're allowed, 3 Europeans?
and you're only allowed maybe 1 or 2 overage players. You know, like rules like that, I respect completely.
Like,
I think if they adopt something like that, maybe the product, the local product would grow much better.
The one they had was kind of a joke. Was minimum 3 Canadian players.
Yes, yeah.
But that's
only for Canadian
clubs.
This is
an MLS?
Yeah, for Canadian clubs.
Okay.
But that didn't mean Canadians with a birth certificate Canadian.
Exactly.
And
Vancouver's memorized this stuff. They know the rule book.
Yeah, it's like
so like a passport or citizenship or
like if my dad was younger and able to play.
Yeah.
Now for their U.S. clubs, they're only allowed 8 internationals. Everyone else has to be American. But the thing is, clubs are figuring out how to avoid that. So if you have a green card, you count as domestic. If you have, you can more or less count internationals as domestic.
I have a work permit. Yeah.
And they're finding the ways to break these rules, and it's just one of those things of no.
Well, if they
if you weren't born in the States, or born in Canada, but you did your elementary and your high school, you know what, you're in. But if you just showed up, spend a couple years here, and then we'll talk.
Yep.
I think if they grew a little bit more of a brain, and they started seeing how clubs are taking advantage of these rules, in other words, like finding these loopholes, tighten up your shit, tighten up your laws,
But they don't want that.
They don't want it. They want
because that's going to make their product on the field crap, and no one's going to pay to come see crap. But mind you, the product on the field in Japan was crap, and people still pay to go see it.
Yeah, because Japan is a bit more. Are they more patriotic?
They're a little more. Well, one, they're a little more polite.
They're more honor bound.
It's all about same thing with Middle Eastern hockey. Believe it or not, it's for honor, not for anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I've watched Middle Eastern hockey.
Anyway, but yes, and in their culture, they're very. They're a little more polite, and yes, there's an honor system, like you said. They're playing for honor, and it's to me that I respect that a little more. It's not about the dollar sign.
It's more honor. Okay, we want to get a better.
I am proud to play for this club. My heart and soul is into it. I'm gonna give her no matter what.
Yeah, and they fill those stadiums, and they're okay.
And the locals, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got good derbies out there. Like I'm not sure who plays in yellow, but holy crap, their teeth, they are nuts. I love it. It's great. But again, it's
what the Ukrainian or Swedish Japanese there.
Yeah, whatever they are. But it's you just look at it, you're just amazed at this. You're just going, wow.
Because their international teams done very well in the international comp. So.
Japan is good.
Same thing with Korea.
Yep.
They knuckled down and said we have to grow our own league.
Well, remember the year they hosted the World Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it's such a good job with it, but they had to show. It was Japan gets to showcase itself.
Yeah.
And also Japan, after hosting the '98 Winter Olympics, they still had facilities set up.
Exactly.
So why not? They had all the infrastructure still up and running.
And Korea and Japan's national leagues took off after that World Cup.
Yeah, because they got some attention, and then they said, look how well we did at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Now, if we can grow our players. So they sat down, they looked. We should grow our players.
Yep. And Japan has some amazing players now.
I don't know.
Of course.
TFC was linked to that former Man U player. What's his name?
Sung Park.
Park Si-young. He plays for QPR now, I think. And TFC is stealing some QPR players and coaches. And
why not?
I still think the coolest name when it comes to Asian players is in Vancouver, YP Lee.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. Even my dad loves the name.
Well, apparently he's a huge hit out there in the Asian community.
Oh yeah.
Major.
All right, now Cascada Cup.
Yeah, as we said before, now Don Garber is now starting to behave, and he's starting to realize he has to play nice with these groups. Because guess what? These groups have a women's team they can cheer for. Yeah. They could leave the MLS and go cheer for those women teams.
Yep.
So do you really want to give that up? You're losing your cash flow.
Right.
So it's not it's no longer as big a deal. But I did see a banner at the Portland Timbers game. It's the Cascada Cup, but filled with nachos, and there's a hand reach. It says Nacho Cup. Yes, that's what the supporter culture is about. It's just saying, we don't like what you're doing. We'll let you know. Here's a banner. We don't like it.
The TFC Impact match we won at BMO Field last season. You know, you had the banner. You had the this crowd banner that they made in the bunker, okay, where the Red Patch Boys sit, and it was behind us. It was a huge white sheet. Basically, had stenciled faces of who is it?
ABC, Anselmi, Bairn, and Cochrane.
No. There's Don Garber, the dude from MLSC, and Mariner. The three faces were on there, and it said the Three Stooges.
Yes.
I thought it
Ship
was
of Fools.
brilliant.
Yeah, we were sitting right beside the guy who had that sign.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Impact fans came out with a nice TFC circuses in town last year.
Yeah.
So
we saw that.
Yeah.
Red Patch Boys going next year or this year are going to have a TFC circuses back in town.
Yeah. Idiots.
And even when we went to the home match at BMO Field, we had to walk by where the Impact fans were sitting.
Yep.
So of course, as we're passing by, we're flipping the birds, and, you know, and we're like, oh, game's on now.
Yeah.
And then
I beat you once you just
but they had they had a white sheet that said. It was attacking TFC. I thought it was brilliant. Where it said expansion club since 07. And I thought it was great.
Yeah, the fun banners are great. So it's things like that. Like, I think now the groups are still going to keep it. I think it was just Don Garber worried about losing money.
Yeah.
Protecting his contracts. All he wants to know is that the Cascada Cup will not have any sponsors unless it's MLS approved.
Yep.
And the group doesn't want any sponsors. It's theirs. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, and there's no real tournament for it, so you can't make money off that.
Yeah, it's just whoever wins between them.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Whoever wins the most times between them gets it.
And the Garber's just looking for money in this. So.
Yeah, and there's no money to be made in this. Like, same thing with the Colorado, the Rocky Cup. I thought they kept it, but you were right, they didn't. It's now the Suzuki Rocky Cup. It's Suzuki.
Should be David Suzuki Rocky.
Yeah, but the supporters groups didn't pay attention. The MLS just came in, took the naming rights.
Yeah.
But again, it's just one of those.
So it's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, it was just, come on.
Now, putting a sponsor before the cup name, I don't mind that. You see it in England, don't you?
Yeah, but even then, I still call it the League Cup.
Yeah,
the FA
I mean, we
Cup.
all call it.
I'm sort of siding with Stefan on this because I'm a fan of tradition.
Yeah.
And if traditionally, since day one, it's been called this, keep it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck
You
with
can
it.
sponsor the competition name.
The competition, the Voyagers Cup is
It's
the
like-
Amway Canadian Championship,
Exactly.
right?
You can sponsor the competition.
No, I'm
Leave
saying
the cup alone.
I'm saying
The full thing.
not just the cup, but like, it's called the Voyagers Cup, yeah?
Yeah.
Have it be the Voyagers Cup presented by so and so.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Instead, and have that. Don't just go ahead and call it, our sponsor name is now the cup name, like the Amway Canadian National Champion. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everyone calls it the Voyagers Cup.
It's the Voyagers Cup.
Even the media calls it the
Exactly.
Voyagers Cup.
Well, the media is supposed to call it the Nutrilite Canadian Championship.
But they do it once per game,
Yeah.
and then they revert back to the Voyagers Cup.
Yeah.
Because before it was just the Canadian Championships.
The thing is, it's the Canadian Championship, but you win the Voyagers Cup by it. So as supporters, we just call it the entire thing the Voyagers Cup, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the CSA gets their money, and we just call it the Voyagers Cup. So
just the supporters out west just are finally showing the MLS. Just because we hear it doesn't mean you can treat us like dirt.
Yeah.
They're finally stepping up for supporters groups.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Protect the Fort
Yes.
mentality that was going on.
Yeah.
It was just, the one thing supporters are good at is if another supporter group is being attacked by the league, they will back them up.
Yep.
Because it's a culture,
It's our culture, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow it, protect it ourselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, now as we've progressed more and more locally from the international stuff, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Recently,
Menu.
they're going to become the Minnesota United Football Club. In other words, Manchester United Football Club, because it's the same nickname.
Auto Fury will be able to play MUFC. Mustafa posted that. That was great. We get to play MUFC.
I am going
four
to...
times a year.
Yes.
I'm going to flip my shit every time we play them, just because the initials are associated with those red devil scumbags.
They gave the reason for it. Because they used to be called, what is it? The Storm?
The Stars.
Thunder, sorry.
Yep.
Thunder and Stars.
There's a Stars team, yeah.
Yeah. So they just
Isn't there one already in...
Yeah,
Minnesota Stars changed to United.
We combined it, we changed it. It was 3 mayors were that event.
Yep.
So
Hey, so it's a real United
Exactly.
Now they're wearing
Okay.
Liverpool colors. So if you want to piss off one or two United or Liverpool
they have
fans.
the loom. They have their logo is a loom.
Their new logo is nice. I love it.
They have a loon?
Yeah, I know.
They stole our bird? You fucktards. What the hell?
They're tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony. That's what we could sing whenever we see them in town. They're tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony.
Exactly. All right, now on to the Bytown Boys chunk of this thing.
Yay.
First item, Capital Derby.
Yeah, well, we had a meeting last week trying to grow the group. We talked about a bunch of
And thanks to everybody who did come out, by the way.
Honestly, I've been jaded past few times. I've tried to organize meetings with the group. Not a good turnout.
You know what it was? We held it at a Timmy's.
Yeah.
You do something in Canada, you do it at a Timmy's.
And then you move it across to the bar right across the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, there. Shit, there's no Timmy's near Georgetown.
That's odd.
There's a bridgehead.
Okay. It's not the same, but okay.
Yeah.
It's local.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on.
All right, Derby.
Yeah, so.
Or Derby, sorry.
Someone brought this up. Why don't we, with FC Gatineau starting up, let's have a capital derby. Why not? I'm like, yes, that's a great idea. I emailed the club, both clubs, about it.
Oh, great.
Graham's already liked it. Stephen O'Kane, the Fury coach, likes it.
He's even commented on our page.
Nice.
So
great. That's great.
So now we just need to hear from Gatineau.
That might take a year or so.
Because I remember Stephen O'Kane said he wanted to do something as well, something similar.
Yeah.
Like have some exhibition games with them, but even they didn't get any responses yet.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how long ago that was, but...
Yeah, I have a feeling we might have to call them. Hey, they're doing a whole bunch of shindigs at the Foundry this week.
All right.
Go check them out.
Let's go crash the party.
I'm at work. I can't. By the time
Wait, when?
During the day. I'll send you the link.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's a great idea as long as the clubs are in.
Yeah, exactly. But we were talking. Well, I've already found a trophy. It's not going to cost much. It's nice and simple.
It's posted on our page. Go check it out.
And it will be trademarked.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
We've already. That's the idea. The stipulation with the group putting up the trophy is
Now,
that.
what was your idea with whoever wins it?
The idea for whoever wins it is the losing supporters have to hand it off to the winning team.
Yeah.
And the winning team has to, before they raise above their heads to celebrate, they have to go in front of their supporters and raise it.
Okay.
Don't raise it in front of the away supporters that gave it to you.
Do it after you raise it in front of your
Or I should say losing supporters who gave it to you.
Yeah, do it in front of your supporters.
Yeah. Have a little class, you know?
Or if you won it the second time around, the winning supporters get to give it back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's things like that. Hey.
Now, does Gatineau have supporters?
No.
Well, no, I mean, they're just fresh.
Yeah.
I mean...
Mind you, we started out quite quickly. We had one game with no supporters at Capital City.
Yep.
And then...
Ta-da!
Yeah, from then on, we had supporters.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So, again, I've emailed them, letting them know our aim is to grow the culture. We might not... Yeah, we say we're here to support the growth of football, but we're technically not tied down to a club, but...
We are. We're tied to the Fury.
We're tied to one, yeah. We're good.
But we're still trying to grow it. So if another supporters group wants to appear, go ahead. They want you for Gatineau.
Please.
Go ahead. You need help? We'll help you.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. Don't ask us for money.
No.
Our money's a bit tied up in future projects already.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Next item.
Well, also
Oh,
we need names for the trophy. Like
Suggest names, please. Tweet us. Do what you got to do. Go on Facebook.
Rito Cup cannot be done because NCC's already copyrighted it. So
So go burn the NCC.
yeah, it won't work. But I like Jonathan's idea, and it's based off the Voyageurs, the Bytown Boys Supporters Cup. We paid for it. It's our cup.
Yep. So
Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice if it would be.
I'm also a fan of the Kitchissippi one because it's the native tongue for the river.
Yeah.
That divides both towns.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You know, I think that'd be great. But then again, I'm not against the Bytown Boys Cup either.
Yeah, exactly. There's another one, Bytown Right Cup. Because Ottawa's original name was Bytown. Hull's original name was Wrightville.
Wrightville?
Yeah, like
Okay.
the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
kind of right. Yeah.
now, if we get more clubs in, no, that would have to change.
We'd have to sit down and talk. If we're going to expand this, the clubs and us have to sit down and talk. Do we want to expand it? Is it right to expand it? If we expand it, what are the new rules? Because right now, with two clubs, it's easy. We can play one game or two.
Yeah.
That's easy to do. But once we start bringing more clubs, logistics start becoming a problem.
Yeah. But for now, we're with 2, so and it's
Yeah.
not like we're going to get any new. We're not going to.
Yeah,
get
the
new
only
clubs.
argument, preferably, I'd like to see the PDL side when we have the NASL team.
Sure.
See the PDL side play Gatineau, not the NASL.
Yeah, of course not.
Because I don't want to see the NASL players get injured.
Or you don't want to see Gatineau beat the NASL club.
Exactly. Let's avoid that altogether.
You know what? I think it'd be great if we got the NASL club involved in this.
Yeah,
Just
that's
saying.
me personally. I left it up to the clubs to decide if it's PDL or NASL side.
Yeah. We may not have a PDL club when we
I
get.
think they're going to keep it.
Okay.
It'd be stupid not to.
Well, PDL may not
'Cause,
want
I mean,
them.
well, it's like we've always said, the Fury already have the perfect
The pyramid's built.
grading system for what's it called?
Academy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we'll go with that.
Grading
Basically-
system. I understood that one.
basically the best academy system from the young boys all up to PDL as it stands, soon to be NASL for next year.
Yeah.
But why get rid of something good that you've already got? So
I think what they're worried about is how close in division they are.
Well, PDL is owned by USL, right?
Yeah.
USL doesn't like NASL,
Yeah.
as far as I know. So they may just kick him out.
I don't think they will, though.
well, of course they're separate entities. I mean, even Garber and the 3 leagues were fighting over who's going to be the guy below MLS.
Yeah.
Ended up being USL, right? And now I think it's an incredible opportunity for NASL to really shine, as its own entity and show, we're just as fucking good as you are.
Yeah.
In years to come, not right away, but in years to come.
And that's why, again, we want to make the Voyageurs Cup more open.
Yeah.
To actually let Edmonton and Ottawa shine.
Yeah.
Don't give us 2 games and let us decide which team's going to play against the top. Let
Almost make it like UEFA's Champions League, have table.
Except, yeah.
Yeah, just
They had that before. It just
Yeah.
takes too long.
Like, obviously make a table, but
One.
draw who you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's not going to be that even because there'll be 5 teams.
Well, put
no,
the
no,
best
I mean,
PDL club in.
Almost make
Yeah,
it like a second, almost like a second mini season. Play each other twice.
That's what they had before.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But again,
And that's how TFC won it the first time.
yeah,
Hey,
but
why the hell not,
6-1.
man?
yeah, Montreal could lose by what, 5-1?
Was that the last time TFC scored 6 goals in a game?
I think it's the only time they scored 6 goals.
Yeah, they could have lost. Montreal could have lost 5-1, no problem. No, they lost 6-1.
What I loved was the Whitecaps players were in attendance for that.
Nice.
And they were cheering for TSC to piss off Montreal.
Next item on the list for Bytown Boys, songs and chants.
Yeah, well, Matt Hawkins posted one up today, and people are gonna throw me under the bus about this one, and I don't mind. He came up with a great chant, great tune, everyone knows it. Bad Moon Rising, the chorus, but just not advertising us, but saying who we are. With me personally, I already know who I am. I know Bytown Boy. Do I need to sing about? We already have a flag, we already have our banners, we already have our scarves, our t-shirts. Why do we need to sing?
Well, we already hear you shit enough on our, episodes. I mean, why talk about yourself more, please?
Yeah, honestly. But I understand. I don't mind if we want to do just one.
Yeah.
But if we start making it constant...
No.
Yeah, because we're about the club, right?
Yeah,
We're
Just have one, I agree. Just have one that's about us, but that's it. Don't even think about making any more than that.
Like, I know for Villa, Holtend has one. Holtenders in the Sky. But Mustafa brought up, the reason why is because Sky TV didn't like the Holtenders on the bottom tier. They're making...
Sky TV didn't like it?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Explain this one.
Noise.
Oh.
Villa fans are fucking loud.
I know they're fucking loud. I know they're one of the best supporters clubs out there. I'm just saying, really, I thought TV was into bringing the noise experience to your fucking living room.
So just move the mics.
Yeah, but no. They want to keep the mics to hear the players on the pitch.
Okay.
But the Villa fans...
See, TV wrecks everything.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it. There was Villa fans, they held up a sign during the Man City game. It was Sky TV stole the soul.
Hey, it makes perfect sense.
So they moved them up high, and that's where they came up with the chant, yippee-oh, yippee-yay, Holtenders in the sky.
Hey!
And they're still loud as fuck.
I know, they're loud as shit.
So but songs, chants, honestly guys, come up with them.
Yeah.
If I say nay to them, I'll explain why. I'm not going to shoot them down and not give you a reason. That's how I am with chants. I like it, I'll tell you. I don't like it, I will tell you. But I'll tell you why I don't like it.
Yep.
I'm not a parent that just...
He's not trying to be condescending. As much as we all know it comes across as being condescending or, very strong or even harsh, but really behind it all, it's true what he says. It's just, he's just letting you know. That's it.
Just
don't be afraid to stand up.
Yeah, just tell me, hey, Stefan, you're being a dick. Okay, this is why I think you're being a dick.
I mean, honestly, how many arguments we have over the phone alone?
Exactly. No, honestly, guys, come up with them. We have some on our website. I know a lot of them we've stolen.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, like we stole them from groups who stole them from someone else, so it's cool.
Yeah. And
they're all universal.
Yeah. Like though once someone complained, a Colorado fan complained that we stole their a Yankee Doodle chant from them. I said, no, we stole it from Celtic. We didn't steal it from you. Do we really pay attention to Colorado that much?
Well, who did you steal it from?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone stole it from Celtic. That I know.
Yeah.
Like the Huns are going bust for He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
Yep.
Okay, they're the only ones I know who started, but I saw the Voyageurs use it. So it's shit like that. There's no original chant. I remember talking to Matt the first City game. I wanted to use Seven Nation Army. Just go, oh. I was like, no, that's a Sens chant.
That was a TFC chant too.
No,
it was used in the 2008 Euros.
Yeah.
The whole crowd was doing it.
But the Senators, what they did in hockey was they basically opened it up to the public and said, oh, what should be our song when we score a goal?
Yeah.
And it has to be something Ottawa related. So they said, oh, because we're the letter O. Yeah. And I mean, there's a big O on our shirt now.
Yeah,
so, I mean, yeah.
It does look like a zero, actually.
That's true. That's what my dad said. We're Sens fans. I'm sorry, we're off sport topic now. But because they came out with the new heritage jersey, bring back the early 1900 shirt with just the big zero and a barber pole. My dad says, you know what, I understand it, I think it's a great idea, but every other away fan is going to shit on us because it's a big zero.
Yeah.
And sure enough, first thing, I bought one, and I was all proud, I'm walking along. First thing, there's some Leaf fan or whoever fan came up, does that mean you have zero talent? And I tried to tear him a new one. I'm like, my dad warned me, I can't say shit, thank you.
Yeah, it's... No,
but anyway.
Again, this is going to refer to Matt, the ooh, Ottawa, say ooh, Ottawa. I learned it from Canada games.
I did too.
But he was saying, they use it for a Sens player.
Which Sens player?
Silbad or
Silverberg.
Silverberg. Silverberg say Silverberg.
Oh, they stole it from some soccer team.
Yeah,
no shit.
They said, well, it's from the league he played in Europe.
Yeah.
Guess what? European hockey fans are also European soccer fans.
Exactly.
They're the ones who bring
Everyone
soccer
stole-
culture, our culture, to the hockey
Everyone
game.
stole chant from somebody, so let's just,
Get over it.
fine, we stole it. Deal
Support
with
each
it.
other for supporting
Sue
our
us
clubs.
when you actually have something good to sue us about. It's not cool.
So support each other for supporting our clubs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, I have no problem with RSU.
No.
Unless they try and chirp us, and then I have a problem. If you want to take us down a peg, let's go. That's a charity event I also want to try and get going. It's a big chant-off between RSU and Bytown Boys. Let's all go to a Sens game.
Yeah.
Bytown Boys on one end, RSU in the other, and just yell back and forth.
Kitty corners.
Yeah, exactly. See who's louder. And then do that the NASL games. Put them at a different side. We'll stay on ours. And again, let's see what happens. I think it'll be a great
Big publicity stunt, but let's do it.
Yeah. RSU gets some advertising. We get some advertising.
And we get to have a lot of fun.
And the media might notice us.
Yeah, and we get to shut them up in the sense.
They What was that banner you had for them?
For the media?
Yeah.
Where were you in 2011?
Yeah.
Right.
Again.
There was also, speaking back about CCFC, there was an article, I think it was yesterday, because I remember you mentioned there's only one writer in the Citizen.
Yeah.
Read his article, guess what? It was about the CSL folding.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so
not surprised.
They went on about how like there's the new team in Ottawa, so there's no point in having a second team, as well as with all the controversy surrounding that league, owners kind of debating back and forth, like, well, should I stay, should I go, all these things, and then eventually it just imploded. Having read that, I'm kind of happy CCFC didn't come back.
Yeah.
Or else we'd be very heartbroken and really extra pissed off. At least they caught it, Mr. Malhotra, you caught it before any of this shit happened.
Yep.
So yeah, that was the article I wanted to point out.
Oh yeah,
because I kept that in mind. I'm like, oh wait, Stefan mentioned this.
Well, if they fold though, CSA and OSA blew this because they should have had them sanctioned for one more year before putting in their new league.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing they mentioned in the article is about player development, not just in Ontario, as it were, but in Canada.
Yeah.
So having this league kind of drift away and then NASL sort of stepped in, MLS with the three major clubs.
Yep.
There you go. You've got something really solid, coming.
The U.S. Soccer Federation is going to do the CSA's job of putting clubs in Canada.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have maybe 2 more NASL clubs, maybe 3, and that's going to be our domestic soccer. The CSA is not going to give us anything else.
No, the CSA is not going to step up.
I would love to see Calgary's one, because I know you keep mentioning Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary's the front runner right now.
I think they would be rocking. Honestly, I think they'd kick ass.
Calgary,
Edmonton would have the best derby.
Oh God, that'd be great.
I would purposefully save my money to go to both home matches. Just Villa uniform.
Just so we could stay neutral. I like it.
Exactly. Or even Canada, whatever.
Yeah, just wear your Canada gear. You're not cheering for any one team. You're cheering for Canada.
Yep.
So.
Anyway, next item on the list was monthly meetings.
Yes, we came up with this, so we're going to start doing every first Sunday of the month at Georgetown Pub, 7 o'clock. We're going to sit down, even if it's just to shoot the shit. Sit down, talk about the club. If you want to socialize, fine. Have a couple pints, whatever, eat. Or in Anton's case, have a buffet.
Yeah.
But
stick me in the kitchen, man.
Yeah, and with me, put me underneath the tap.
Yep.
Put me behind the bar under the tap, I'll pull a Barney.
Yep.
From the Simpsons, just go.
Or even just stick the IV to your arm there, like.
Exactly. So things like that. But again, it's a great way we start developing our presence. I'm sorry I didn't think of it sooner.
Yeah.
I really liked the one we had so far. It's not just a chance for us to talk shop and actually have the council, as it were, to say their
can
piece.
I say something about the council, though? Unfortunately, one of our members...
May I?
Fine. May I? Yes, I had the physical. Hey, guys, guess what? It's an English lesson as well today.
Villa 1, man. I'm on a high.
But anyways, one of our council members, Adrian, he's one of our advisors.
Yep.
He is moving away next month.
To Vancouver.
Party!
Yeah, and actually he is having a going away party.
Well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, so we're going to be selfish on this one. So Friday, March 22nd, Pub Italia, 9 o'clock. Be there. Adrian's going away party. Because he's stepping away, I spoke to the rest of the council. We've nominated a new member to replace Adrian. And it was unanimous, so lo and behold, Mustafa...
It was unanimous?
It was unanimous. Yeah.
I said, why not?
Stefan sent an email. He says, okay, Adrian's going away. We have to vote or nominate who. And right off the bat, he said Mustafa. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. He brings all this and that, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then Matt comes in and says, shit, I thought he was already part of the council. Sure, he's got my vote.
Yeah.
And then, it was unanimous across the board. So
Haddad.
Haddad.
Yeah.
So let me be the first to congratulate you, Mustafa. Welcome
Thank you.
to
It's an honor.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you're already part of it. So
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like this is just makes it. We put on a pretty piece of paper now. It's
Yeah,
nice and
perfect.
pretty.
So
Perfect. I have
anyway,
paper now.
so we welcome you as we always have with open arms. We're so proud to have you on the team
Yeah,
since
it's an
day one.
honor.
And what I said was that look, he's done so much behind the scenes with he brings his knowledge of football, about players, clubs, the game itself, formations.
He's a researcher.
He's basically our wiki, and on top of that, he also did create our Wikipedia page. Thank you.
Which should be deleted in the next 6 months, but I won't go there.
That's okay.
Something's false apparently.
No, it's the usual stuff. They're telling me my referencing is crap, but it's all good.
It's okay. Anyway, as well as your constant presence on our podcasts.
Yeah.
Your presence in the matches.
Yeah.
Everything. Thank you. Because we need people like that.
Yeah.
That's the culture and type of person we need. For if you're going to take this shit seriously, honestly, you embody that perfectly, and everybody said it. Like we said, it was unanimous. Everyone said this about you.
That's great. I appreciate that.
We love you.
Yeah.
Next,
speaking of meetings,
yes.
Next Saturday.
That was the next item on the list was the first supporters club meeting. So Stefan.
Actually, no. There's 2 meetings then. Okay, we got March 23rd. It's a follow-up to our marketing meeting to see what we've come up with, how we can help advertise the group.
So Adrian's hangover day.
Yeah, and mine as well too. And of course, that's going to be the Fun Pod night, where we're having the girls back for Boots and Scars again. The 2
Ottawa
girls.
Street Soccer represent.
Yeah, but this is the one where Melissa and I have to have been drinking before we enter.
So here are the rules. Stefan and Melissa each have to have a pitcher of their own choice of beer, but nothing American because we know it's shit.
And it has to be consumed.
Oh yeah, completely.
Before
and then,
we
so make sure they get injected, and then I'll have questions ready. I know soccer moms was one of the topics that we came up with, so guess what? We're going to talk soccer mom shit.
I already wrote a question about that.
And we had also asked everybody to submit your questions to me, actually through Stefan, so he can send them to me, unless you gave them my email.
Yeah, the parts, Mustafa, the girls, we have your emails, so, and we need a minimum of 5 questions.
Yeah.
So
I should send mine the night before?
Yeah. It deadline's the 15th.
Okay.
So just send them to Anton. Anton can decide what he wants, what he doesn't.
Okay.
But also, the important thing about this meeting, though, is the women's game in June. We need people to bring the money for their tickets. What I want to do is make sure the Bytown Boys are sitting together.
Exactly. With a huge flag.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we're going to do it. But I know a lot of people are asking about logistics. Where are you staying? How are you getting down there?
Oh, it's one day.
This is but this is something that we're going to hash out during the meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once people say they want to do this, The good thing is there's buses are running every 3 hours to Teal and back from Teal.
Yep.
So you can make the trip. You're not depending on the train. Personally, I take the train down in the morning
Yeah.
and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's me. I love the train.
Yeah.
And then get to chill in Toronto for a while.
Right.
But I'm going to be spending a weekend in Bowmanville and then heading to the game.
Right.
Okay.
But coming back-wise, again, let's see how many people we get. If we get 2 carloads and there's 2 cars, if there's 2 carloads that are at the game, I have no problem helping pay gas money to get the ride back.
Exactly.
Of course, we're going to talk logistics about the flags and the drums. I notice I said
Right.
drums, not
And
drum.
flags.
Yeah. We're gonna,
Harper, we said flag. No.
so that's the important thing about this meeting. I'm really trying to stress is people come out. Let's get the deposits down. It's going to only be $20. Voyageurs are hinting they're going to do the same deal they did last time. If it's any higher, we'll still buy them, and then you got to compensate.
Okay.
And if it's going to be higher, it's going to be $5 more.
Exactly.
It's not going to be that expensive. They'll be bought in bulk, which will probably give us a good deal on, especially for coming from out of town. So
And mention the fact that we're the Bytown Boys.
exactly. That's the big thing we're going to mention to them as well. It's we're the Bytown Boys coming from Ottawa. So we'll mention to Jamie
Yeah.
about it.
Yep.
And he'll
And
make,
Jamie is.
the head guy for Voyageurs.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the one who wrote that nice letter that got delivered when I bought.
Oh, to my door there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
When I last bought Voyageurs tickets, they were delivered to Anton's door with a nice letter thanking them for buying.
Nice.
Yep.
You felt wanted.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was handwritten.
Yeah,
It had my name and everything.
You felt important.
We did what, 3,000 of those?
Yeah, it's probably just a mass photocopy and just altered the name.
Oh, okay, okay.
But still, it was a letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not an MLSC letter.
Yeah, it's not
No.
here are your tickets. These are the rules for game day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so. Thanks for supporting.
Yep,
We're
yep.
trying to grow. Blah,
Yep.
blah, blah.
Yep.
Off we go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to Matt at Gracie's
Okay.
about it and let him know what we're doing. He
Okay.
might just go back and sit with the Voyageurs, or he might join us. It's up to him.
Yeah.
Section 118.
Again, if you don't want to buy your tickets right away, well, as soon as the Voyageurs had the link up to buy it, we'll post it up as well. But if we can buy it in bulk, even better.
Right.
Again,
And Fury season tickets that day as well.
yeah. No,
No?
they're not printed yet.
Okay.
So
They did have it posted online for other fans to, to purchase them online.
but we get a better deal.
Yeah.
But we're getting a supporters deal, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So the supporters deal is for PDL $20 for the season tickets. If you want a scarf, it's $30 with the tickets. If you want the full package with the women, it's $50.
Yep.
That's not that bad.
No, it's a
20
great deal. For what?
20 aside, and then an extra. Well, I mean, if you're only doing one package, it's only $5 more for a scarf, and then if you're doing everything, it's only $10 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
works.
why the hell not?
Yeah, it's gonna be like with this job I got now, Monday to Fridays. Yes.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
I cannot quit this
hallelujah.
job, folks, till the end of the Fury season.
Right.
Except the Friday night games.
The next item on the thing was growing our
we
numbers.
didn't mention the,
sorry.
the supporters meeting Anton mentioned.
Oh.
This is our official one. There's this group in North America called the Independent Supporters Council, and I want us to be involved with it. They'll have an annual meeting somewhere. All the supporters get together. So even PDL supporters are in it. USL supporters are in it.
Yep.
So what it is mostly is we'll go down, meet up. I guess it's the league. If you're in this league, you go talk with all the other supporters. And then you have a massive supporters meeting. So probably it's going to be a weekend in some place in the States, which includes drinking and
Of course, it's
partying.
supporters.
Yeah.
So only being from Canada, only make sure you drink their hard liquor, not their beer.
Knowing me, I'll buy gin and tonics and have to whip them into shape on how to make a gin and tonic.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, that's our first major supporters meeting, and And what the good thing is, it happens right after our event.
Yep. Right.
Speaking of which, first of all, the next item was growing our numbers.
Yes, growing our numbers. That was my initial reason for the event, was just to put our name out there. Again, with the scarves, growing our numbers.
Yeah.
Selling scarves, getting
Yeah.
people to notice it. I've had 1 or 2 questions asked. being asked is better than not being asked.
Exactly.
Well, it's a form of getting the word out.
Exactly. So they ask about it. They might not care for it, but it's in their head now.
Yeah.
So, again, growing our numbers. In the end, personally, the way we're going to grow is in the stands.
Oh, hell
Of course.
NASL, because of the split season, that's going to give us ample time.
Especially with the split season. If Fury have a good run in the first
wait for this thing.
in the first part of the season, we're going to have a good turnout in the second part.
As well, I don't know if we've mentioned this before, just let me say this piece. Graham from the Ottawa Fury had given us the permission to set up a booth or set up a place in the stands or somewhere off to the side of the pitch for this upcoming PDL season, basically to sell memberships and, you know, tell people about us, basically sell our product, sell our name, sell our brand. And basically, I know I've mentioned this in previous meetings, tell people why your membership has value. Like, what is this? This year we're saying, oh yeah, it's $5 for a membership. What does that get me? Well, let me tell you. Da, 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 da. And then come NASL, I believe we're upping it to what, 10, 20?
20 to 20. NASL,
yeah.
Because it's
a bigger league.
It's a bigger league. We're looking to get real flags made, not tablecloths painted.
And like serious supporters too.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the other thing. Like, people hear me bash about our numbers in the group. What I want is people who contribute. If you can make it out to only one game a season, fine. But don't keep quiet on the boards through the whole time, show up to the game and complain. No.
We love hearing from you.
Yeah, even if you're in the other side of the country, like Adrian's going to be out in Vancouver, he's still going to have access to Facebook and contacting us.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking is try and stay in contact, keep up, make a comment here and there.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want participation. You don't participate, I don't count your view. If you don't say anything for over a year, and then after a year and you want your voice to be heard,
it's like anything. It's like, yeah.
Do your part. It's like voting.
Yeah.
If you don't vote, you can't bitch about the government.
Exactly.
You vote,
exactly.
you can bitch about the government.
That's why I like Australia. It's a legal thing. You must vote. If you don't, you're in trouble.
But the reason why that happened, one year they had 52% turnout rate.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think that's a sweet rule to have.
Yeah, it is.
In an actual federal law. Like, you know.
You don't know who you're going to vote for? Show up, say,
I actually did that one time.
Yeah.
I went to the booth and I said, look, I want to officially put on record that I did not vote.
Yeah.
And that I can still complain because no one gave me a reason to vote for them. So now they're going to be like, shit, what do I have to do to get that person's vote?
Exactly.
You know? That's how you make your voice heard.
And again, with the membership coming in ASL, the intern government, the council, 5 of us will step down. We can't run again, but we cannot be in control. We have to be elected at the end of the first NASL season. And your membership allows you to be nominated and vote.
Fair enough.
Anything else you want to touch on supporters numbers? Or
if members of our group are in contact with a local business and they want to get some advertising for their business, let us know. We're always looking for ways to improve what our membership gets you. If a local business says, hey, if you spend over $200 in our store, you get $10 off, sure.
Yeah.
We don't know what you can give us.
Because at least right now, like with that line of thinking, I mean, you know, look at all the different pubs who are coming after us.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're going to go talk to the pubs and say, hey, if one of our members flashes a valid supporters card, can we get a deal on something? Like, I don't know.
For pubs, that would be a great idea.
Like,
you already paid for your membership, didn't you?
Last year.
Yeah, same year. I got to ante up.
I'll do it one day.
So do I.
It'll come.
I'll do it at do it next Saturday there.
Whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, if people know local businesses that would be interested in it.
Okay.
Because again, it'd be a great idea.
It would be.
Even restaurants, half-price advertisers.
Yeah.
But only one per person. So You know what I mean?
Because you know our football supporters.
Yeah, you know Anton.
And
Yes,
especially,
I'll have the fries. Oh, the poutines will start. I'll have the poutine. Calamari, cheese bread.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah, he'll have a meal out of Starbucks.
Which would work too.
Last item on the agenda was the event.
Yeah, the supporters event for
April.
April Auto Street Soccer, April 27th.
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, great scavenger hunt. I'm liking the clues. I'm kind of wishing I didn't come up with the clues or see the answer because I kind of want to enter it. Honestly, invite your friends, invite anybody. If you've got nothing planned for that Saturday, it's right after spring starting. It's right before Tulip Festival. So you're going to see some of the city. It's a nice, hopefully it'll be a nice day.
Yep.
If it's raining, too bad, so sad.
That's why they made umbrellas.
Yeah.
That's why they made scarves for supporters, man.
Yeah. Wear it like a handkerchief over there. That's the TFC way. That's how I saw it.
Exactly.
That's how I started doing it.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be great. Auto Street Soccer's impressed with it. Street Soccer Canada's impressed with it. So you know what? It should be a grand event. We're going to have a great time doing it. And
already we've had some teams register, or at least plan to register.
We have 4 guaranteed.
So,
That's great. That's
like we were saying earlier, teams are $20 a team of 2, so basically $10 a person. At the more teams, the more money. Therefore, at the end, the winner gets to have half of it. The other half goes to the charity Street Soccer Ottawa, as well as, I believe, at least a couple scarves going out. T-shirts. Yep. We'll see how that status is going to be like, because we are still scouting. But if all goes well, hopefully we'll add T-shirts to the package. You know, more incentive for you guys to win.
Yeah, we should be able to get some line on the T-shirts within 2 weeks. So, it'll probably take 2 to 3 weeks to make. So as long as we can get something soon, it'll be fine.
Yeah, great. I guess before we finish off, we've dragged on enough. But Anton, you posted on the group about the Cyprus Cup for the women's.
Right.
And we're
Finland.
we're going to watch them. So why not just get some opinions on that?
So who are they playing in the final?
Netherlands?
Do you know?
Is it Netherlands? I'm not sure.
We might actually have a chance.
Yeah,
maybe.
The U.S. women didn't buy their way to the final this time.
Yes! 1, 2.
Yeah.
See,
now about that, Hope Solo may not make our game.
Aww.
So the 6 chant will not be the same.
So what? We can still do it.
We can still do it, but not to her.
I want to go there basically to yell at one back. She's my bullseye. Like, I am aiming for her.
Everyone will be.
Who did Melissa say out of the women's team needs to come out of the closet?
Wambach.
I think she just wants to sleep with
I think she said Hope Solo as well, but Hope Solo is not gay. We all know
Hope
that.
Solo, yeah. As gorgeous as she is.
She's not gay though. She celebrates by.
So she's not a lipstick lesbian.
Anyway,
this is another under the bus. Sir, we do try to keep it underneath an hour, but we just start talking.
That's okay. I'm having fun with this one. Anyway, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Bytown Boys SC. Look us up on our website, bytownboys.webs.com, has both our Facebook and Twitter handles, as well as the event that Stefana just mentioned for April 27th, our scavenger hunt. All the rules are posted on it, as well as the flyer and Street Soccer Ottawa. Anything else to mention? Last minute comments? Nothing? No?
Talked about the meeting, talked about growing numbers, how we want to do it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Made fun of NASL, explained my rant.
Went on another rant for MLS. Did you? No,
you had to go on a rant to explain your rant.
Yeah.
While you're shitting on the MLS.
Yeah. Honestly, I had to explain why I shat on the MLS.
Yeah.
I just shat on the MLS head office.
Which wasn't bad for today.
Yeah, it was just New York I shat on. It wasn't the Red Bulls.
But you made up with the sponsorship stuff for him. You knew his.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so this concludes our 11th episode of the Banter. Thank you, Mustafa. Congratulations again for joining our team officially now on paper. Stefan, thank you once again. The two villains in Vanier live from
Loblaws.
This is the second time here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Might be our new home. Anyway,
For now. Till you and I move in, and then that's just going to be a...
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so thank you all to the listeners. Thank you to the supporters. Street Soccer Ottawa, thank you once again for your constant support since we've made contact with you. Thank you, boys, once again. Good night. Until next time.